are back. Time now to take a look at what made headlines in today's Vail Daily for Thursday, the 19th of January. And on the cover, free refills all day. That's what we were talking about yesterday. With all that snow that was coming down, you basically make a track, it fills in by the next time you go around. So that's what we mean. This is a shot taken out over at Beaver Creek. So Spencer Dickens make fresh turns Wednesday in Beaver Creek. It was a classic sleeper powder day where snow fell throughout the day. It happened on a Wednesday, not even on a weekend, but a lot of locals and anyone that was in town that wanted to escape powder had a chance to do so. But on the cover today, also headlines, another big season on tap. Vail Resort reports visits at its 37 U.S. ski areas are up 12.5% from last season, which saw record-breaking attendance. More on this on page A3. Also, keeping it clean. Mintern's Steammaster Cleaning and Restoration celebrating its 45th anniversary. Learn a little bit about this great company and what they do, how they can help when disaster strikes, and a little bit about their legacy. 45 years strong right there out of Mintern. More on that on page A2 and on page A11. Also in today's news, bus ridership up and parking overflow is down in Vail. Town is touting the success off of its new parking strategy. And then also we've got Town Talk for you. Find out who is, actually Vail Yeti. Vail Yeti Hockey Department. We've got the New York Fire Department coming to play the Yeti Hockey this weekend. Tickets are $10 for the 7:45 puck drop if you buy them in advance. They've been turning people away. They've had a lot of people coming out to fill the barn, as they call it, the arena. So check this out. It should be neat to have the NYFD back there again. And then also in today's arts and entertainment section, catching up with Samantha Fish. See her live at the Villar tonight. This versatile roots rock guitarist has impressed the industry professionals. She impressed them as a teenager before scoring her first Billboard Blues #1 hit song in her mid-20s. She's going to be rocking the stage tonight. Find out more about her in today's paper and how you can get tickets for this show that will start at 7 p.m. And then Town Talk, look at those gorgeous shots there. Your dog, your bike, your kids, you with that powder on the Bluebird Day. So you can submit your photos by using hashtag VailLive, send it on an Instagram, and then the folks at the Vail Daily will pick their favorites. And then they also have Town Talk, which is easy to announce birthdays, anniversaries, just something fun. You can submit that, towntalk@vaildaily.com. Submit it by noon the day before you want it in the paper, and they'll do their best to get it on in. But that's a look at what's in today's paper. You can always grab your free copy all over the Vail Valley, newspaper dispensers from East Vail down to Gypsum, or just go online. VailDaily.com will give you these details and so much more. And also, want to talk a little bit about the roads. So we're seeing pretty good road conditions going on right now. But in Officers Gulch, between exit 198, kind of by Copper, and the Frisco exit, the right shoulder is closed due to a stalled vehicle. And then if you're traveling all the way east, maybe going off into these, they're seeing some road closures on some of the smaller highways in that area, just due to some inclement weather and stuff that they've been dealing with. Also, just like we were in the last 24 hours. Otherwise, west of Vail, it's pretty good. We're seeing pretty clear road conditions. You get to the higher elevations, you might run into just a little bit of those icy and slushy spots. Otherwise, those plows have been working hard to get things ready to go. You can see the top of Vail Pass there. A truck is just kind of hanging out just at that nice rest area up at the top. Otherwise, things are looking good. Look at all the people coming in look at Dow Junction. Everyone's coming to get the powder. You almost had to be out of bed way earlier than this to get first in line, but lifts open at 8:30. But let's bring in Meredith and talk a little bit about what else is going on here in the Vail Valley. And of course, powder's the big headline with 11 inches new at Vail, 5 over at Beaver Creek, but FDNY, we've got Fire Department, New York, they're coming to Vail once again.
That's right. We've seen them in the past. It's always really exciting when they come, and you never know who's going to take the win. But the Yeti has been on fire. They were able to bring home 2 wins last weekend against a team from Michigan. So we have some East Coasters coming out to the mountains. We'll see if their lungs can handle our elevation. But it's going to be awesome. Game starts tomorrow, 7:45. Tickets online, $10, at the door, 15, and get here while they last. Normally, it packs in really even at the start of the game. So arriving early to get the seat you want is encouraged, but always at the top of the arena, people are walking around, bumping shoulders. I'm always running into people at these games who say it's the best bar at night, and then it kind of kicks off your night. And then if you're not available on Friday or want to see them again, you have an opportunity on Saturday, same time, same place. The proximity is so close. I was just at the parking structure in Lionshead. It's a quick walk over, so I would suggest to actually park in Lionshead structure on the far east side, head down the stairs, and you're right here. So super convenient, and there's a bus stop that you can take that can bring you even into town. There's also the public library right here, which is always a good place for the kids, or maybe you're working remotely, looking just to check out some books, or the views, because the views are pretty fantastic for a public library. But come support our Vail Yeti hockey team. We love them. Check out their Instagram. They really post some great content, and it's going to be an awesome 2-game weekend. So come check it out starting tomorrow, 7:45 puck drop.
And you know what? This weekend on Saturday night or on Friday night, Dr. Thomas Evans and his son Porter are going to do the ceremonial puck drop to kind of commemorate Vail Yeti and the Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute and their partnership. And I know like Howard Head Sports Medicine provides some of the PT that these athletes need. So it's really neat. Their slogan is your town, your team. And I love how they've really gained so much support. I know Vail Yeti Hockey has been around for, I think, 9 or 10 years now, but it's really seemed to get some synergy going, and we're really happy to see this. So, all right, 7 o'clock is when the doors are going to open up for it. So you can even go to ski all the way till 3:30. Maybe go grab a bite to eat. Maybe go do some ice skating at Solaris or Arabelle, and then another snack. Get a drink at Garfinkel's, and then head there at 7 o'clock to that Friday night, Saturday night bar that you talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a good time. Never disappoints. Even if they're not winning, it's still a good time. But you have to pay attention because there's no big screen to play the replay. So
Yeah.
you gotta watch that puck.
There's no, when it has that indicator that like follows the puck, that little glowing like orange light or whatever. Yeah, you gotta know what's going on. And okay, well, hey Meredith, another thing going on. Samantha Fish plays tonight, and then tomorrow night or Saturday night we have Joe Nichols, and he is Grammy nominated. He's won other awards with American Country Music Awards, all those sorts of things. He's been around for 2 decades, but we had a chance to sit down. Let's find out more. Oh, joining me now, we have one of country music's most prized traditional country artists with us. We're going to bring in Joe Nichols. He has 6 number 1 hits. He also has 8 top 10, and he's still going strong with his 2-decade-plus career. And he's going to be at the Villar Performing Arts Center on Saturday. So we wanted to bring him in to find out a little bit about what we can expect with the show. Joe, thanks so much for phoning in this morning. Great to have you. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from my home in Tyler, Texas, actually. So hello to y'all this morning / afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. It's noon where he is. It's 11 a.m. where we are. But hey, we just wanted to talk to you before you come out here on Saturday. We're so excited to have you playing at the Villar Performing Arts Center, such a gorgeous venue, and that'll be this Saturday at 7 p.m. And this is going to be your unplugged tour. So tell us about this. I know you've been busy touring with the band.
Yeah, we've been kind of gearing up for 23 here with kind of some spot dates. We're up in outside of Duluth
Yep.
this week, and we've got a couple of things later in the month, and of course February is a little bit full. So we like to bounce around from full band shows every now and then. Sorry about that. Every now and then we'll put a power acoustic down, where it'll be me and maybe two or three other guys, and it's actually more kind of I wouldn't call it a storyteller's night, but it is kind of I do get to talk quite a bit more than I usually do in the regular show. The energy's still there, but I get to tell a few more bad jokes, I think. A few more bad stories.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a great intimate venue, so that's what I kind of thought. Maybe there'd be a little bit of storytelling going on for this. But let's kind of talk about your career and how you got your start. I mean, tell us about, how you began. I understand that you were a disc jockey and, kind of did all sorts of odd jobs in Nashville too.
Yeah, boy, I don't even know where to begin on the odd jobs I've had. I was a disc jockey in Springdale, Arkansas, where I grew up, at a place called Beaver 105, today's hot new country. And I was fired because I played a lot of the old stuff and wasn't too great at following the program log with today's hot new country. So that was my first kind of pushback against the man of current country music, I think. Of course, when I moved to Nashville in 1997, like everybody that moves there trying to, make a music career, you got to do a lot of stuff that you don't want to do. I worked UPS for a few months. It was through the Christmas season. That was a good job. Actually, it was a really good job. I was a cable guy for a minute. I did construction. I did concrete. Concrete is brutal work, as anybody that does concrete will tell you. I was I was a steak salesman for one day. That was an adventure in itself. I'm a terrible salesman because I can't lie that well, or at least my poker face is not that great. So with steak salesman, it's all about the pitch and everything. And I was, I'm more of a kind of hey, if you like steak, I got steak, but otherwise I'm not going to sell you on this. So I didn't sell anything, by the way. I was broke.
You know what? Maybe you should do a story of your odd job. Hilarious.
Oh, wow. People believe it, honestly. I moved furniture, and that was itself. I think we had this old box truck that we carried office furniture. It seemed like every going out of business sold their office furniture to the next business that's going out of business. And we kind of went from failing business to failing business. And it was a really depressing job, but our box truck was even symbolically falling apart, and we had the metal flashing on the sides was kind of hanging out by about 10 or 12 feet. And so we kind of found ourselves running through the streets of Vanderbilt in this box truck, kind of plowing people down on the sidewalks. We had no idea. So anyway, that was an adventure too.
Okay, but then how did you know when you made it? Like, what did you feel when you're like, okay, this is gonna stick? I've been trying, and I'm gonna keep going with this journey.
I was signed to Giant Records in 1999. And, I spent a couple of years there kind of developing with my producer, Brent Rowan. And that time, the label president was Doug Johnson. And they kind of gave me a very formative couple of years in the studio and writing. And when Giant absorbed into Warner Brothers, I had developed what I felt like this was my style. This is what I'm good at. And that was traditional country sound. That was actually the album Man with a Memory that I was working on. And so what ended up happening was I got taken to Warner Brothers when Giant merged with them, and the direction Warner Brothers wanted to take me was a very pop country, very a Rascal Flatts sound or one of those guys, and I was like, man, that's just not me at all, and I'm willing to kind of bow out of this because I believe in that, and they did a very cool thing, which you don't have very many labels in Nashville or any other labels in any city do this for people, which is they let me out of my deal free with music. And they let me go seek a label that was more interested in the kind of music I did. So finding that new label, which happened to be Universal South, I realized that having the nerve to say no, in the face of, hey, we'll make you a star. You just got to be our kind of star. I was like, no, thanks. I want to do it my way. That's when I believed in myself enough where when people said, yes, this is worth doing, then I believed that, I was onto something. I was onto something that people would like.
Well, and that's so good because you've stayed true to your roots. You get a lot of accolades from, kind of the classic country, the traditional country. You get a lot of praise from there. But it does seem that you can still kind of bridge the gap and stay relative and stay positive and stay on the same track. And your career's been going on for now 20 plus years.
Yeah, coming up on 21 years I get in beginning of March. That is crazy to me. I remember back to interviews people when I first started out. A lot of the interviews I first did when The Impossible was my single, they were like, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years, and what's your kind of goal, industry wise, career wise?" And I remember very distinctly saying, "I just want to be doing this in 20 years. I want to be doing what I love in 20 years and getting paid to do it, hopefully."
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of my first goal. Now my goal is that I want to be doing this in 20 more years if I still want to do it and getting paid to do it, hopefully. But I think as I look back on 21 years, it seems like it was yesterday. It seems like it was yesterday, and my goodness, the amount of I don't know if luck or fortune, whatever you want to call it, blessing. I have certainly been a benefactor of a lot of blessings. And a lot of stuff I didn't deserve, and a lot of hardworking people around me that kind of fought for me and did some amazing things.
Yeah. Well, you just had your album come out last February 2022, and of course, you've been touring about, all throughout the country on this, and, Good Day for Living, another great hit out there.
Thank
Let's talk a little bit about, we got about the music there, but you've also been on the screen, on the big screen. I know you've been in Nashville and everything, but how about the movie that came out in 2021, Murder in Yellowstone City? We watched the trailer and we were like, wow, we should call it Murders in Yellowstone City. There's a lot of guns going off in that show.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Yeah, that's an interesting experience. I think I'm in the trailer for about 3 seconds, 2-3 seconds, and I think I'm in the movie for about 20 seconds. I found out that no matter how much you do on camera, it's all about the editing, all about what makes it through the editing room. So I remember the director's like, "I'm so sorry, we had to bounce this down quite a bit. You worked really hard on this," and or not so much in those words, but paraphrasing. And I'm like, no sweat. As long as the movie's good and the way you want it, don't worry about having to make me a star or anything like that.
Yeah.
I got a side gig going over here, so that's totally okay. But I thought the movie was really cool. The experience was great. Everybody working with everybody up there was really, really kind of fun. So it was fun seeing who all is country music fans and who's not. That was kind of neat.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, you're going to be in Beaver Creek this weekend for the concert on Saturday night. And I've seen on Instagram, you've been wearing goggles before. I mean, I know you've been out there on the hill. Tell us about skiing or snowboarding. Do you do either? And will you get any time to hit the hill this weekend?
I do ski. I tried snowboarding early on, I think in my early 20s, and I believe it did a number on my back and my hips. So I don't know if I'll try that again I don't know at this date. But I get a chance to ski a little bit. My little girls, my 8 and 10-year-old, they're kind of into skiing when we get to take a trip up there. This last trip was up to Granby, and hopefully we get a couple more in our very near future. But yeah, we like to ski a little bit. Mama, not so much, but me and the girls, we like to.
Hey, you tell Mom that there's plenty of other things. She can go to the spa while you guys go ski.
Yeah. That's more for her speed.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, well, now it's the time of the program where we do some rapid fire questions. So, Joe Nichols, Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. If you weren't a country singer, what would you be doing?
That is a great question. I have no idea, but it would probably be grunt work, whatever it is. So construction is my guess. I don't know.
But not cement mixing or hauling cement. That's too hard, right?
No, I would no, not that. That was
okay.
tough.
Okay. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
New Year's resolutions. I don't think so. I think one of my goals was to get all the work done this next year before December, and maybe take the entire month of December off. This last December, this Christmas season, I was gone quite a bit, and I think kind of with the kids being their age, I don't want to do that one again. I want to make sure this year I want a full Christmas season, maybe from Thanksgiving on through Christmas. I just don't really do much work. So other than that, just basically go do all the work that I can do and fill up the calendar year and squeeze it into 11 months instead of 12.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. What show or movie are you watching right now?
Which movie am I watching right now?
Yeah, or show. Are you into anything? Any
Show.
series?
Oh yeah. There's three of them that I can think of. I'm into. Sorry, I don't know what happened here. I'm into Tulsa King.
Okay.
I'm into I guess all Taylor Sheridan movie shows. I'm into 1923, the Yellowstone origin story, and I'm into Mayor of Kingstown. Mayor of Kingstown
Okay.
is that's my jam. So a lot of violence, a lot of blood and violence, but that's kind of my thing.
That's your escape. Okay, perfect. And
Yeah.
then, hey, what's the favorite place you've ever performed?
Ooh, my favorite place I've ever performed. There's a lot of really great experiences at a lot of different places, and I know I'm not trying to get out of the answer. I can think of a few. Red Rocks is great. I get a lot of people that ask, if I've ever played there, and I have, and it was a great experience. I left my wallet up there in the dressing rooms and had to walk back up the hill and convince security that I was who I was, and they let me get my wallet out of there when everything was locked up. That was cool. I love playing Billy Bob's. Every time I play Billy Bob's, Fort Worth, Texas, that's a fun deal. I don't know.
Okay.
I got several of them that are like that. Several good times.
Well, that's good. Well, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. No, you're on the move. So you'll be in Duluth, and then we'll see you in Beaver Creek, and we're excited for Saturday's show.
I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, and hope to see y'all out there.
Okay, yep, I'll be there. All right, if you want to get tickets, it's this Saturday, 7 p.m., and you can go to varpac.org to get those tickets online.
Moet Vending for life's spontaneous, festive moments. Celebrate at the Grand Hyatt Vail.
Welcome to Nap Harvest. In January 2023, we are showcasing healthy habits. And you can start right here feeding your family healthy organic vegetables and fruits that are seasonal and local. They're all the way from Arizona with our wonderful, beautiful citrus fruits that we sneak across the border for. But don't forget our nap mushrooms, grown at 9,000 feet. Mushrooms are chock full of benefits for you. And then also the microgreens, also chock full of vitamins. Come see us at Nap Harvest in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpac.org.
All right, welcome back to Vail Valley Live. 11 inches new on Vail Mountain, 5 over at Beaver Creek, but we've hit the 200 mark on Vail already, season to date of inches of snow that's fallen. So it is going to be an awesome day out there. And we've got some sunshine, so the visibility is going to be awesome for you out there. We've had quite a few cloudy days. Here's a look at the Mid-Vail snow stake. And you can look at these on Vail Mountain back bowls and Blue Sky Base. Look at this. Look at this. And then it has the clock there too. So you can kind of see what happened when the mountain was open, what happened after the mountain was open. And look at that. So 11 inches new in the last 24 hours. Lifts open in about, just less than 20 minutes. So you got to get out there. I'm sure the lift line is going to be kind of long, probably at Gondola 1. But Meredith is hanging out at the base of Lion's Head. So let's check in with her and see if she sees town getting a little bit busy. People walking to the slopes with their skis, their snowboards. Is there a hype out there this morning?
Oh yeah, people are getting after it. I was just warming up a bit because, like we said, it's a cold start to the morning. It's single digits. So I'm mostly feeling it in my toes and fingers.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
always investing in the heated boot or the heated gloves. They are a bit pricey, but man, are those a luxury out here. But we appreciate the cold temperatures because when the snow comes, it's able to hold its condition a bit, and it's not going to melt away. It's nice when it gets to be 40 degrees and sunny, but it's not going to be the best snow. So we have to appreciate the cold temperatures. The people I spoke to who went out there yesterday called it one of their top 5 days on the mountain.
Wow.
So I'm sure that it's going to be similar today.
Yeah. If your legs aren't too tired from yesterday, get back out there today. And, Meredith, that's so true about the temperature and how it relates to the snow, because when it gets warm, that's great, but the snow gets a little bit heavier. And especially when the sun comes out, it can get a little sun baked if it's warm enough, especially in the back bowls. So January snow is typically such good snow because we have the colder temperatures, and it stays a little lighter, a little fluffier. You can carve through it with more ease. But you are right. I think the hands and toes are going to be the cold parts today. So invest in the boot heaters. And even if you don't have heated gloves, because like I said, they are a little pricey, but hand warmers, just those simple hand warmers. You can even pick them up at the grocery store, any ski shop. A lot of times your hotel, if they've got a little, little sundries shop, they'll probably have those right there, and that could be a game changer today.
Absolutely. Yep. You want to definitely bundle up, but like I said, the best way to stay warm too is exercise. So whether you're out on the hill, you're lapping and you're skiing down, you're warming up those quads, your whole body temperature is going to raise. More other activities that you can be involved in. Ice skating. This is one of the most beautiful rinks in the valley. I'm right here in the Arabelle in the heart of Lion's Head, and this really picks up as the day continues on, even into the night. There's lights above. It's just so romantic. So that's a good option. But maybe you're interested into snowshoeing, maybe just free. There's some guided tours that you can get involved with the Vail Discovery Center. But also, the Walking Mountain Science Center is doing a new moon snowshoe tour this weekend. And there's also a snowshoe race up at Beaver Creek. I mean, it's a big snowshoeing weekend if you're interested.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I remember about, 20, 25 years ago when snowshoeing just became the thing and it exploded and everyone was getting a pair of snowshoes. And it still is a popular event today. And, that interview we just did with Joe Nichols, he said he has 2 daughters, 8 and 10, and they kind of are embarking on skiing. And he likes to get out there and ski. But he said, but my wife, not so much. And that's the thing, is you can still get out there and enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the views, get the fresh air. If you can walk, you can snowshoe. And I think this new moon tour is going to be really spectacular. And I think our weather will cooperate. We'll be able to see the night sky. They do full moon tours. Like 2 weeks ago, they did that. And then the new moon tour. And that just allows you to see the constellations a little better when you don't have the bright moon kind of, affecting what that looks like.
Exactly. Yeah. Great opportunity just to soak in the views, not in the day, but at night, and
Yeah.
check out the stars and maybe meet some friends along the way. And maybe you're not as confident with where to go. It's always great to get into a guided tour just to get some inspiration, and then you can go back on your own. But then there's also another snowshoe tour up at Beaver Creek, which is part of their running series. But now we're going to bring it to snowshoeing.
Yeah.
And this is going to be 5K and a 10K. And, you could just go with a group of friends. I've done this before and enjoy, stroll, take some pictures, and participate. Or you can actually try to win. And there's prizes for the winners, both for the 5 and 10K. And then they're doing a prize just for participation, and it will be a random raffle. There'll be some hot cocoa at the end. So this will be a really fun way to start off your Sunday morning this weekend up in Beaver Creek. And you can even go up on the hill after.
Yeah, you know what? They're gonna have one a month, January, February, March, and this is the first one of the series. You can buy the whole series if you're just gonna commit, or you can just go per race. And it doesn't have to be a race. Once again, it could be a fun walk, a stroll, however you want to call it. But they're gonna do it down by Creekside Park. So this is sort of below the village, below the Valar Center, and I bet you they'll take you through like the golf course and then back up. And then I know that they're going to do the last one up at McCoy Park. So I don't know where the second one's going to be. Sometimes they take you up kind of by Allie's cabin and do some of those snowshoe trails on the eastern side. I don't know the route yet. I don't think they've announced it yet, but they change the route each month so you can really see it, Beaver Creek, from a different way. And I think if you don't have snowshoes, if you get there early enough, they have, extras that they'll provide. They've got great sponsors. And if you can't go this Sunday, the Beaver Creek Nordic Center, you can rent snowshoes anytime you want. And you know what? Tonight would be a cool night for Thursday Night Lights. If you wanted to go up and maybe, after the lifts close, you kind of go up, Gold Dust and Hay Meadow, and then maybe time it so you're right there underneath the fireworks. That would be spectacular.
Yeah, that's a way to participate in the Thursday Night Lights without doing the ski down. But of course, if you're at a certain level, intermediate, advanced, it's going to be in the dark, and you ski down with these lights. It's pretty cool. There's not a lot of opportunities to do night skiing, so maybe you're into that, and that is happening up in Beaver Creek tonight.
Okay.
Fireworks every day.
You know what? I had a chance to hang with some kids that let me go along with it. Let's take a look at Thursday Night Lights. Hey, Vail Valley Live. We're getting ready to do Thursday Night Lights up at Beaver Creek. I have my friends, Remy. Say hi.
Hi.
I got Charlton.
Hi.
I got Elliot.
Hi.
And we're going to get up and get ready to do the glowworm ski down. What do you know about the glowworm ski down?
You go up the gondola, get glow sticks, and then you ski down, and there's fireworks after.
What makes you want to do this?
I want to do it because I get to keep the glow sticks. I would like skiing down another time just at night because I've never done it, and also for the glow sticks. The gondolas are starting!
Okay, we got 5. Trisha, you do it.
We're aliens!
What are you thinking, Remy?
I don't know. I'm very nervous. I've never done this before or skied in the dark.
Okay, Elliot, what are you thinking?
I'm excited.
Okay, how are you, Charlton?
I'm like in the middle of both of them. I'm excited and nervous, but I'm nervous because this is like my first time skiing in the dark.
Okay, but I think you guys have the skills.
Yes. It looks so different when it's dark. I've never seen it like this.
All right, Mike. Glowworm is en route. Glowworm is moving.
guys scared at all?
No, not really. Well, at first I was scared, but I'm not scared anymore. It was really fun.
Would you do it again?
Yes. Yes.
Would you do it again?
Definitely.
Would
Yes.
you do it again? All right. They're all in. What do you love about Beaver Creek?
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you an amazing place called the Colorado Welcome Center. We've got fabulous brochures on all the nearby places and towns and things to do right here while you're in Summit County and visiting the outlets at Silverthorne. And of course, pick up your Elite Savings Card booklet, offering you fabulous discounts and a rewards program too. See you soon.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery is kind of a one-stop shop. We have everything in-house.
We have cast techs, MRI machines, x-ray of course right at the clinic, physical therapy right at our clinic.
I'm going to get to the bottom of what your diagnosis is with all the resources we have, and that's what we do.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. I want to thank Grand Hyatt Vail for this weather report. Hey, it's yurt days, not Thursdays, yurt days. So head over to Grand Hyatt this afternoon. Maybe you can even take the Cascade lift down. You can download or take Cascade Way and head to their little yurt because they're going to have live music. Beth Swearingen is playing, and they have charcuterie boards, Moet and Chandon. This is their little, they've taken over. It's kind of like a takeover pop-up little bar right there by the ice rink. So stop by this afternoon if you're looking for something to do, and probably right around après ski time, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. That should be good. But weather-wise for today, it's snowy, but it's chilly. We've got plenty of snow. Look at this, 11 inches in the last 24 hours at Vail, which brings their current season-to-date total to 200 inches. Beaver Creek is just a little bit behind that. They got 5 inches of new snow in the last 24 hours. But it is a chilly morning, and we'll see things warm up into, well, about 30, around the low 30s, mostly sunny skies for today. And then for tonight, mostly cloudy. Our low will be around the teens. And then Friday, just a 40% chance of snow. Not a lot of accumulation out of this. Saturday, we'll see some clouds, but really not any snow. And then a slight chance of snow as we go into Sunday and Monday. So some cloud cover coming through. No big dumps like we just saw this week. Wow, 5 inches yesterday at Vail and 11 more, so 16 in the last 48 hours. And then our overnight lows are going to be dropping down into the single digits for the next several nights, even below zero temperatures by the time we start the week and we kind of round out the month of January. So very January-like temperatures is what I can tell you. But the lifts are about to open. We've got a lot of terrain for you open. Pretty much both mountains are, pretty much anything you want to ski, we're good. We're at 98% over at Vail. So that's 272 trails out of 275. And then they'll be opening up those lifts at 8:30. Then over at Beaver Creek, we're a little bit under that, but I think it's more like the Stone Creek Chutes area. So main parts of the mountain are open. Everything like, Arrowhead, Bachelor Gulch, the main veins of all those are open and ready to go for you. But let's take it outside to Meredith and see what she can scope out with the lines down at the base. Because let me tell you, I think a lot of people are excited to get out there on the hill. Oh, that looks so beautiful, blue sky. I see a little bit of sun, maybe starting to warm people up.
Yes, everything's going to get a little bit warmer once that sun is up in the sky. We can feel the heat. It's going to be blue skies. It's just a nice break. As you said, we've had a lot of cloudy weather, snowy weather, but today is just going to be a great day on the hill. I mean, being here now at the lift, the hype is real. Everyone is so excited. They know they are going to have such a great day. I mean, come on, people are sashaying, doing the dance. The sun is just peeking up over the hill, so you can see it start to fill in the grounds. They
dropped it!
It's a decent line here, so we're at born lift chair 26 or chair 8, and then from there you can get on 26 and you'll be at the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Or you can just get on the Eagle Bond gondola from here and ride it all the way to the top. Both had decently sized lines, but they move fast and everyone really spreads out because, as you know, Vail is a huge mountain.
Oh yeah, it definitely is, and I bet you gondola one line is pretty long right now. So yeah, so chair 8 to chair 26, it brings you to the exact same spot as the gondola. I think I might opt for the gondola. I think that'd be a little warmer, just for that first ride up of the day.
Definitely, yeah. It's a gondola kind of day. You could even just lap Eagle Bond
Yeah.
gondola. I'm a fan of staying in Lion's Head doing top to bottom,
Yeah.
known as TV, because it's great runs all the way down. You can have couple different routes. Over at Midvale, you have to encounter a bit of catwalks to get down, and sometimes it can be pretty heavy traffic, especially at the end of the day.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ways to go top to bottom too is Riva Ridge, which is going to be a little bit more east side. You'll end up near Golden Peak, or you can always end up in Vail too. And that run always hits the spot.
Hey, and then another way to get off the mountain at the end of the day, let's say a lot of people are going to the back bowls and you come up and you're getting out of like China Bowl area or Teacup and everything. And then most people go down to 11 to get up and then go down, to Mid-Vail and then work their way to either Lion's Head or Vail. You know what I sometimes do? If the line is long at 11, I just hop on and download 6 to the midway point, so the Riva Bond, and then I go take Whippersnapper, and I've got the whole run to myself. I have this awesome end of the day run. Nobody's there. They have some rollers that are so fun, and then you could still get yourself to Vail Village that way. So that's kind of an exit strategy if you see a line at 11.
Definitely. I also love that run for warm-ups, going over to 6, which normally doesn't have a big line, and warming up your legs in Golden Peak and then heading up to some steeper terrain. But it's not too steep over there, and like you said, there's not a lot of people skiing that run. So
Yeah.
I like to start my day there.
Hey, one thing going on for the kids this weekend, if your kids are interested in racing or if they want to do some moguls, Ski Club Vail is doing some free ski racing days. They're going to do moguls this Saturday. Then they're going to do like kind of a big air and that kind of competition next. And then they'll close it down with a giant slalom, or there's a giant slalom, then big air, another giant slalom. So there's 4 total and it's free. So if your kids were born 2007, or later, so whatever age group that is, they can come on out. They get the bib. They're gonna have all the racing going on. It's it's called the Vail Cup. Okay, the Stedman Clinic Vail Cup, and it just gives them a taste of it. So I think that could be kind of a cool thing to do this Saturday. Speaking of Golden Peak, right over there, we've seen some top talent come out of there. Tess Johnson being one of them, Toby Dawson, Chad Fleischer, Lindsey Vaughn. Michaela was there when she was younger. So just reminded me of that when you mentioned when we were talking about Golden Peak and doing some laps over there. All right, that line is already gone. Look at it.
Time to get to Lion's Head. It's your shot.
All right, perfect. Well, hey, thank you so much, Meredith, for braving the cold. Cute outfit, by the way. Can you do a twirl so we can see?
I want to shout out. So I'm going to back up and do a full twirl. But this is a ski brand called Hoo Ha, and it's by my friend who founded it. Her name is Anna Tetstrom. She was born and raised here in Vail, and she's launched her own company. She started by upcycling vintage clothes, which I have on now, an old rafe. But she has awesome fleece layers, whether it's like a little cute bra top and boxer short or full set. I'm wearing one right now underneath. It's keeping me super warm. And the question always is, are those eggs or flowers? And you know what? We say both. Whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you feel. Yeah, do a little twirl. Let's see it. Oh, so cute. Okay, twirl around. That is just an awesome. I just love it. Just upcycling the vintage rafe ski outfit. So cool. Okay,
Always
cool.
about the ski fashion.
Okay, it is. It's always about looking good out there. Well, thank you so much for braving the cold temperatures this morning. And thanks everyone for watching this morning. It was a chilly one. And hopefully you get out there and enjoy it. Don't forget the sunscreen because we got the sunshine really beaming down today. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:30.